This is a review of the Russell Hobbs 1500 watt space heater. It comes in two designs, one cylindrical and one is this squared off design. And then each of those has two colour variations, gold and black and silver and black. It comes with this remote control, which out of the box feels quite plasticky and light. You can put the two AAA batteries into it and it feels a bit better. They are clicky buttons, it works well, and there's a cutout on the back to allow you to hook it onto something on the wall. If we tip it over here, you can see the touch sensitive buttons that are on the top. Those are all the same buttons that you get on the remote. Then looking around the unit, not a lot to see. There's a handle on the back here to allow you to carry it around. There's nowhere to stow the remote though. Then underneath there's this switch on the bottom, and that is the safety cutout. If the unit gets tipped over, then that's the thing that will cut it out. That needs to be depressed for the unit to work. Looking through the grill here, you can see the ceramic is sandwiched between a metal mesh, which is the bit that heats up. You can see here it's a relatively compact size and it weighs about 1.5 kilograms. Most of the buttons are quite self-explanatory. However, there is a timer function, so you can press that and add the amount of time you want before it switches off automatically, and the same for coming on. So you can set a time for it to come on and it will come on a few hours later. There are different power modes, high, low and eco, and then one where it's just the fan in operation. Changing these doesn't change the speed of the fan in any of the modes. The oscillate feature is useful because it pushes the hot air around different parts of the room. When you turn it off, it gives you a countdown of 30 seconds. That'll blow cool air through the unit until it turns off. If we compare the noise levels, let's have a look at this Netta 44-inch tower fan. On medium, we're talking about 38 to 39 decibels. And then on high, it's around 56 to 58 decibels. Looking at the Russell Hobbs space heater, we're looking at about 52 decibels. And as I mentioned before, the different modes don't influence the fan level, so it stays the same no matter the power level. I tested it in a room of about 18.7 meters squared, which is higher than the recommended room size for this heater, which is 15. At the start, it was about 14 degrees, and after 30 minutes, I got a temperature rise of 2.6 degrees. That cost about 19 pence in electric at the January 2025 rates. If you're using this in a smaller room, then I would expect this to increase in temperature a lot more quickly. And if you use it in a better insulated room than the one I had here, when it turns off, the temperature shouldn't drop as dramatically as I saw. It's worth noting that 30 minutes of gas heating for the whole house costs about 65p. So you're going to need to balance up whether it's worth putting the heating on for the whole house or just increasing a single room's temperature. Overall, I'm happy with this purchase, which is about £30 on Amazon, no matter which model you buy. It's a decent looking unit, it works well, it does heat the room up nicely, and to have it there as a backup for your heating is a good idea. The remote control and the timer settings are really useful and set it apart from more basic units. I hope this review was useful. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.